There was supposed to be a triple threat match for Kevin Owens' Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and the current champion, who's keeping the belt warm for Kevin Owens, The Miz. Sami Zayn interjects himself and says, I deserve a spot in this. There's supposed to be a new era. I am what the crowd wants, so I deserve to be in this. Should be a fatal four-way. And Shane says, well, you have to earn it. Kevin Owens did beat you. So again, continuity.
Yeah.
He says Kevin Owens beat you because Kevin Owens obviously can't just let Sami be in the match. I destroyed him. I embarrassed him.
Yeah.
And Shane says, earn your spot by beating The Miz. He, of course, does. Thought it was a good match.
Yeah, good match.
I love the barricade moonsault.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, he's great. Sami Zayn's so good.
I love any time that Maurice gets involved in the match. Sammy's about to jump on The Miz outside the ring, and she pulls him out of the way. Just anything to make him, just keep bringing him down a peg.
Yeah.
I always enjoy.
A real heel.
Yeah. Yeah. And he embraces that.
Yeah.
He's not trying to get pops. He's not trying to get cheered. He's not trying to be cool. He's just trying to make you hate his guts.
Yeah, and he knows, and he plays his so-called A-list movie actor thing great because he puts himself over as his A-list actor where he knows he's not.
Yeah,
and it's so good, and
right.
He's so good.
Yeah, so delusional. I kind of miss that he hasn't done the movie lines lately.
Yeah, yeah, but the thing with The Miz is, it's like when he's not doing anything important, he's still on TV, but you don't care.
Right.
But the fact that he has the Intercontinental title. Well, he has Kevin Owens' Intercontinental title, and he's doing something important. You actually care, and that's the thing with The Miz. He could be at the bottom. He could be on TV all the time. You won't care, but once he's put in a prominent role, you actually care.
Right, and the Intercontinental Championship, it's been in a good spot for a little while. I think he's been good for it. And Kevin Owens also had to fight for his spot in the Fatal 4-Way with Zack Ryder because Zack Ryder beat him at WrestleMania. I love that Owens said, why do you even exist? to Zack Ryder. And during the match, he put him in his first headlock. He said, nobody breaks out of my headlocks. Which is just more gold from Kevin Owens. But we did officially get the Fatal 4-Way. Sami Zayn, The Miz, Kevin Owens, and Cesaro. Unfortunately, Cesaro, as a in-ring worker, is great. They have to figure out a character for him, though.
Yeah.
This whole suit thing is... He's sitting there with a suit was he holding a cup of coffee last night?
I think so.
It's not working for me.
It depends who he's with. With The Miz, it worked, but you can't do that with everybody. You're not going to be sarcastic and funny with quoting movie lines for everybody.
Right.
That's the problem with Cesaro.
And that's what I liked when he was with Tyson Kidd. They were kind of smart asses together. It was working for him.
Mm-hmm.
And now the whole Jason Statham 007 ripping the suit off, it's just not. It's not connecting with me.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like WWE probably has the most talent they've ever had ever. In ring talent wise, but the thing is, with people we love, it's like after this feud's over, because I don't think Cesaro's going to win the title. Where do you go with him? That's the thing with all these guys. Where do you go from there?
Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of places you can go. You just either.
Well, you can go to main event, but
you know that's not what they're going to do.
I mean, WWE main event.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Oh, not the main event.
I forgot. The Advocate.
Are they one of our sponsors?
The Advocate for main event.
They should be.
Nobody likes main event as much as ALO likes main event. I do think, though, that they have all made strides towards showing anybody in the crowd, anybody watching on TV, this title matters. I want to hold this title. Part of what I wrote about this week was the fact that was always the worker's belt.
Yeah, great article, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It got to pop out of me.
I knew it would. I knew the last line would when I threw a bro on the end at the end of the article. But it was always the worker's belt, and now the people I know most of us feel like are the best workers WWE has are actually fighting for that title.
Yeah, and the thing is with these mid-card titles, I cared for the mid-card titles growing up more than the world title, because the world title, you kind of started seeing constant guys. The Intercontinental, at the time, European title, you saw different guys constantly in rotation.
Yeah, they were the guys that were kind of either starting out and on their way up.
Yeah.
And that's why it kind of kept it a little new, or the guys that WWE just didn't want to put at the top.
Yeah.
So they were always in the mix for those titles. I always felt the same way.
Yeah, but they will also be in the main event, but not always at the top of the card. You could throw them in the main event if you need to.
Right, but they were not going to be the guys that were always going to be fighting for the title. And we had a lot of great feuds for the Intercontinental title over the years.
Oh yeah, and that's what we need now because like I said, people need the Intercontinental title needs to be re-energized, and you have a fatal 4-way with guys putting the title over. Miz puts the title over all the time. Kevin Owens is the only one in the past 4 or 5 years, other than Cody Rhodes, that actually put importance on the Intercontinental title.
And the history of it.
Yeah, and it actually looks like he wants it.
Yeah. So what my hope is that we ultimately get an extended Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens program over the Intercontinental Championship, over Kevin Owens' Intercontinental Championship. I know, and I especially would like it because, for continuity reasons, they have so much history together.
Yeah.
Before they got to NXT, in NXT, now in WWE, Kevin Owens beats him the one time and says, "Okay, now we're done with that." As if like that's all it took. Now it's over. I beat you one time. Okay, now it's done. I put you in the rearview mirror. Now it's on to other things. Sami Zayn obviously does not feel the same way. This is not over yet. So I want to see them get to see this feud out, but for that title, because I think it will make it matter even more.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw my prediction out there before next week. I think Sami Zayn wins this match. How mad would Kevin Owens be to see Sami Zayn win the Intercontinental title?
Right.
And a lot of times,
especially if he doesn't beat him for it.
I think he may beat him for it.
So you think he'll get?
I think he may pin him because that'll add to the rivalry.
True.
And just to see his reaction, Sami Zayn
pulling on his hair as he loves to do. Just to see the reaction,
Sami Zayn holding up the Intercontinental over him, and then it'll tie their so-called series 1-1, and then I'm not sure if they're going to throw another pay-per-view or whatever before Money in the Bank, but they still have to have that final match probably.
So you like it better if he gets the win over Owens as opposed to Owens having an excuse for why he didn't win?
Well, I would, for storyline purposes, I think he would pin Kevin Owens. But at the same time, it'll add to the rivalry.
Right.
And what will make Kevin Owens even more angry to see Sami Zayn win the Intercontinental title?
Yeah, I would like to see, even just to see Sami hold the title, I think would be good. He had a very short run with the NXT title.
Yeah, like 2 months.
Yeah.
And a lot of times in these so-called fatal 40 matches, when the outside person insert, they usually kind of win. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think Sami Zayn's going to win this match.